how to pitch your idea to clients. Now, once you get into a meeting with your client, as I said again, the first thing and the most important thing that you need to do is grab the client's attention. You have to grab the client's attention. You cannot let him get uninterested in you. You cannot let him get bored of what you're saying. You have to be on point with what you're saying. Be precise. Don't talk way too much, but when you do talk, speak things that will really make sense. Say it short, but have a lot of meaningful words in it. For example, I meet up with a business owner, particularly restaurants, because restaurants are the ones that has worked the best for me when it comes to this. Okay, I have the business meeting with the owner. I go over to the restaurant. The business guys, the owner is there. I sit down with him. How are you? How's everything doing this, whatever. First of all, try to build a good connection. Don't get straight into it. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, so this is what we're going to do. No. You don't want to come off as a bot. You're a human being. He's a human being. Try to build a relation first. How are you doing? How's everything? How long have you had this business for? Oh, when did you move to Dubai? You live here? Oh, that's amazing. I've lived there for like 2 years. That's amazing. Have you been to this place? At least for like 3-4 minutes. Have this normal conversation so that you can have the initial relationship built. Because if you're going to have him as a client, relationship is very important in business. Anyway, once you get done with the normal conversation type stuff that you're going to talk to him about, the next thing that you're going to say is obviously pitching the idea. So you're going to be like, okay, so here's the idea that I have. And this is something that's still very new to the business. A lot of businesses are doing it in, you can say, the city that you're in. I'm in Dubai. A lot of businesses are doing this in Dubai and they're becoming very popular. Have you seen this restaurant on TikTok? You're going to be like, yeah, I've seen it. Have you seen this business on Instagram? Yeah, I've seen it. Do you know what they do to get there? There's a person that reached out to them just like how I'm reaching out to you about making content for them. And they started making content for them. They started making the content go viral. And now their restaurant or their business is known all over UAE and Dubai. And their sales have increased, their customers have increased, and their popularity has increased as well. They themselves have become a celebrity. When a business owner hears this, they cannot stand the jealousy that they go through. They're like, I want to be that person. I want my business to go up. I want my business to become successful. I want my business to become famous in the city, in the country. I want my business to increase its sales. Every single business owner thinks like this. That's the whole point of them opening the business. They want to open the business because they want to see success through it. They want to see money flowing in. They want to see their business at the top of every... You can ask no matter what business owner there is. Let's say if it's a restaurant. You ask them about his restaurant, it's going to be like, oh, we have this. Our specialities in this, and we are the best restaurant in this, and no one can compete us this, that. They want to do it. They want to be the best. So you have to grab their attention with the things that they want to do, not with what you can do. So you have to really emotionally attack them. You have to be like, this restaurant did this. If you had started 2 years ago, you would have been in this restaurant's position. Look at all the people that are talking about it. Look at all the popularity. Look at the followers of this restaurant. They have over 200,000 followers now. You could have done it, but it's still not very late. You can still do it because better late than never. 6 months later from today, when you're looking back at your restaurant, you're going to be grateful that you started. If you don't start, 6 months later, you're going to have the same regret as you had right now. Why didn't I start 2 years ago? 6 months later, you're going to have the same regret. Why didn't I start 6 months ago? You know what I mean? So you have to hard close them on that way. And what you can also do is competitors. You can show your competitors results to your clients. Let's say you have testimonials from your competitors. Let's say, again, restaurants, because restaurants are the most common businesses that do this type of marketing. There's also other businesses, but commonly restaurants. Okay, let's say there's a very famous restaurant on TikTok. I can't come up with any off the top of my head, but let's say there is a restaurant that's very going viral on TikTok with the things that they do. What you can do is reach out. You can show him that that particular restaurant and the things that they did to get there, this is a very, very, very good way of doing it. Because when business owners see their competitors, they cannot withstand. They're like, I want to be like my competitor. I want to be better than my competitor. You can do all of that. And once you have convinced him on how to do that, what you can also say after that is, look, these guys, they are doing it for a much more expensive rate. But I do it for a very low rate. Because I do it myself. I don't have an office. I don't have employees to pay. I do everything myself, the video idea and everything. So for me, the cost is very low. But for these guys, the cost is very high. You can do it with them. Because the guy you're having a meeting with is going to ask you, okay, why don't I do it with them? Why do you want me to do it with you? You can be like, I have the same quality work because I've been taught by a person that knows a lot about these things. So me being mentored by someone like this, I know a lot about it. You should work with me. One more reason you should work with me is those guys are way out of your budget. You wouldn't want to spend this much with them and maybe get a result, maybe not get a result. Instead, you can try it out first for a very low rate with me. Once you see the results, then you can up the price. This is a question every single person, every single business owner will have. Why should I work with you? And you should give the reasoning to them.